Hello everyone, welcome back. Severtus here, coming back with a new series, and it shall be What If Deku Had Sludge. Now, of course, is the quirk of the sludge villain, so we start off with Izuku, but not in the last day of middle school. He born quirkless just like normal, but instead of starting, with the last day of middle school, we were gonna start a couple of weeks before that. As Izuku right now in the class, the teacher just come in and start explaining some, give his class, give the class some questions and things like that. Izuku put these information inside his notebook, while one of the, Bakugo is going just throwing papers on his head from behind. As the teacher said, well, everyone, can someone tell me what is 1000 minus 7 can give us? As Izuku, raising his hand, and the teacher said, oh, alright, Midoriya, come here, please. As Izuku taking his notebook and starts walking towards the, into the front of the class, but Bakugo putting his leg in front of him, making Izuku trip and fall on his face, as everyone starts laughing. The teacher said, alright, stop everyone. Izuku, well, can you just come here? As Izuku said, alright, Mr. Teacher, as he just go and give the answer. And after that, the teacher said, great work, Izuku, you can go back into your seat. And Bakugo, don't do this again. As Bakugo said, what did I do? What did I do, teach? I didn't do a thing. As Izuku just go and sit by into his desk while everyone is just chuckling to themselves, and that person that was throwing the paper on his head from behind just continued doing the same. After the class ended, the teacher told Izuku to come into the front of the class and said, Midoriya, can I talk with you for a minute? As Izuku said, yeah, teacher, what is it? Midoriya, I need to tell you that don't worry about Bakugo or any of his goons. You are one of the best students in my class. In fact, you are the best student in this whole school. So, I would just want to tell you that in the future you have a very bright future. You have a very bright future, Midoriya, even if you can't become a hero. With your, with your result in the exams and everything like that, you will be such a great, you will gonna find a very easy job in the future. So just I want you to not get sad, alright? And don't fall into despair. As Izuku said, thank you, teacher. I'm gonna keep this in mind. As the teacher said, alright, go and take your things and go back to your home. As the teacher just leave the class, Izuku go into his, the back and take his bag as he starts walking forward into the front of the class. But before that happened, before he opened the door, Bakugo opened it up and said, well, look what do we have here. The stupid quirkless nerd. As Izuku said, catch-on, but Bakugo immediately threw an explosion at his chest, throwing him, under the board, in front of the class. As Bakugo said, you think just because the teacher is liking you, that mean you are great? That mean you are something? You are nothing without a quirk, Deku. And you are most likely will not gonna become a hero. Why do I even say most likely? You will never gonna become a hero, you idiot. Hey, you, give me your juice. As, the Bakugo, one of the Bakugo's goons, give him a juice that he was drinking. As Bakugo, go into the trash can and carry it on and throw it at Izuku while Izuku's still on the ground saying, that's your place, under the trash. And after that, he opened the juice and start throwing it on Izuku. And Izuku right now looking like this. As Bakugo, while he's just dropping the juice on his head, said, hey, why aren't you standing up and start fighting back, huh? Are you gonna just sit down? Well, I need to tell you that you are actually smart, because you know your place exactly. You know exactly that you will never gonna be able to defeat me, you stupid nerd. As Bakugo just, after he dropped all the juice, he just throw what's left of the, the can on Izuku's face as he said, "Come on, guys, let's leave him here." And Izuku's just walking while all the garbage on his head and just he right now his clothes filled with orange juice. As Izuku said in his mind, "Why can't you just stop this? Isn't it enough that I'm quirkless? I don't need you to just ruin my day every time. I just wish that I have to work. Is it a bad thing to have a dream?" And after that, Izuku just while he crying, a couple of minutes goes by as he got hold of himself and take his bag and what's left of his notebook as he said, "I'm gonna get late. I need to take a shortcut." As he left the school and start walking while his clothes still wet. As he got under a bridge and start walking in the dark, saying, "Stupid Bakugo, what did I do to you ever, Kachan? We were such a good friend. Why all of a sudden just changed and turned into this?" And after that, he hears a sound from behind saying, "Hey, kid, give me your body!" As after that, the sludge villain jump at Izuku and start, trying to force himself into his body. As Izuku said, no, not like this. I'm not gonna end up like this." As the sludge villain said, "Shut up, kid, and give me your body. Just stop moving because that will make my job a lot easier." And after a couple of seconds, the sludge villain just forcing himself inside Izuku's body. Izuku hearing a sound saying, "I am here." And after that, All Might come and said, "Texas Smash!" as he throws such a strong punch at the sludge villain, blowing him away from Izuku. As Izuku right now not unconscious, he's seeing in front of him All Might as he starts coughing. All Might, is that really you?" As All Might said, "Ha ha ha, young man, don't worry, I am here. Are you okay?" As Izuku said, "Yeah, I'm okay. I'm such a big fan, and I just want your." As All Might said, "Right away, just give me your notebook, and you will gonna get my autograph." As Izuku opened his bag and said, "Yeah, I just," but he starts touching his bag, doesn't find the notebook that he want to put, to give All Might so he can put his autograph. As Izuku said, "I just need to take my, notebook." As All Might said, "What's wrong? What's wrong, young man? Aren't you good? Don't you want my autograph?" As Izuku said, "Yeah, just put it here." As Izuku gave All Might another notebook. As All Might said, "Well then, do you have any bottles? I need to take this villain away." As Izuku said, "Yeah, is this will gonna help you?" As Izuku gave a water bottle to All Might and helped him take the sludge villain away. As All Might said, "Alright, citizen, I'm gonna leave now. See you soon." As Izuku remembering something important, as he said, "Wait, All Might!" As after that, he got hold of All Might while All Might jumping. As he said, while All Might jumping, he said, "I feel something heavy on my leg. What is this?" As he looking down, he see Izuku. As All Might said, "What are you doing, kid? You will gonna kill yourself." As Izuku said, If I left you, I will gonna die. As All Might said, "Oh, yeah, just hold on." And after that, he just gone into above a building. As he said, "Kid, that was so dangerous. What is so important that you will gonna sacrifice your life to just ask me?" As Izuku said, "I just need to ask you this question. Can someone quirkless like me become a hero like you? He gave hope for those that falling in despair. Someone that can smile in the face of a danger. Can I become like you even if I doesn't have a quirk? Can I become a hero?" As All Might, smoking out, and after that he debuff and Izuku starts, panicking, saying, Are you fake?" As All Might explains, saying, "No, I'm the real All Might." And after telling him about his injury, he said, "Alright, kid, listen. I really doesn't think you can become a hero. This world is so dangerous, and there's out there are lots of villains. They are so powerful with the powerful quirks. I would say that you will gonna just kill yourself if you become a hero. So, just try something else. It's not wrong to have a dream, but just make sure that your dreams are achievable. As All Might just walked past Izuku, and Izuku just hearing these words in his head, he said, "What? Why is this? He told me that I can't become a hero." And All Might just leave Izuku on the top of the roof, and Izuku is just there, as he just looking down, from the top, from the edge, saying, "Maybe I just should do it." And after that, Izuku just take off his shoes and stand on the top of the edge, on the edge of the building, as he said, "I'm sorry, Mom, for this, but I really can't take it anymore." And after that, he put a leg in front of him and jump and take a swan dive off the roof. And after that, when he smashed into the ground, he right now in an alleyway, he just lost unconsciousness. And after a couple of minutes, Izuku waking up, but in the same alleyway in the middle of the night, as he take a deep breath, saying, what's happened? As he, looked down on his body, he see some weird green goo and some blood, and his clothes a little bit ripped off. As Izuku said, did I really do it? As Izuku looking above him, he see the building, as he starts rushing back into the building, seeing that his shoes and his back still in the same position that he jumped off. As Izuku said, what the hell just happened? I did it, but how am I alive? As after that, he hear a sound in his head, said, "Sheesh, kid, you really are an idiot, If it wasn't for that stupid All Might, I would have left you died, but if you died now, I will die too." As Izuku said, who said that? As he hear a sound in his head, said, "I said that, you idiot. Can't you understand that I'm talking to you?" As Izuku said, "Where are you? Talk to me." As he said, "I'm in your head, you asshole. Why did I end up with someone idiot like you?" As Izuku said, who are you? And how you are in my head?" As the sludge villain said, "Well, just call me Clay. For now, understand? I am that villain that tried to take your body." As Izuku said, "You're that sludge villain? But how are you in my head?" As the sludge villain said, "Well, because of that stupid All Might. He have given me such a strong punch that I've been obliterated and just turned into pieces. I managed to put my consciousness into your body before I, turn into a little pile of goo everywhere. So right now I'm stuck with you. All of this because of him." As Izuku said, "But you are with him. The rest of you," as the sludge villain said, "the rest of my body is dead, kid. Right now I'm inside of you. That sludge that All Might having right now is just a pile of sludge. Nothing so important to me. So get away from this cliff and don't take another swan dive, because I'm already tired from trying to protect you." As Izuku said, but I need to get you into the police officers." As the sludge villain said, "What? No, you will not gonna take me there." As Izuku said, "I have to." As Izuku tried to, to leave the roof, and after that, a tentacle, like a sludge tentacle, come out of Izuku bag and got hold of the fence, on the top of the, got hold of him and start dragging him away from the door. As he said, "Oh no, you're not taking me into the police, boy. I'm not gonna go there. Understand? I'm gonna stay here in your body, even if I can't get out. I doesn't want to to go into the prison because of you." As Izuku said, I have to take you there." As the sludge villain said, "Are you an idiot or something? they will gonna think that your body is dead, kid. They know about my ability to get into people bodies and kill them. So if they saw you just going into the police office, or and that's the prison, they will gonna take you in. All of you, all of your body. They will just gonna put you in the prison with me. Not, you know. Just don't go there, kid. As Izuku said, what are you talking about? They will just gonna take you out of me. As the sludge villain said, oh come on, are you really believing that they will manage to take me out of you even if I want to come out? I can't. What in the world can't you understand in the world that I can't get out of your stupid asshole body? Ugh. Just stop and go back to your home, kid. As Izuku said, oh, damn it. You're lying to me. As the sludge villain said, oh, just go back to your home. As after that, the sludge villain start moving Izuku legs without his, order, as Izuku tried to fight it, and he actually managed to get control over his body. As the sludge villain said, just go back to your home, kid. You know that in the end they will just gonna put you in the prison. As Izuku said, oh, damn it. But wait, how did you do this? As the sludge villain said, what are you talking about? As Izuku said, that weird sludge. As the sludge villain, oh, you mean this? As he starts, shooting sludge out of Izuku's hand. As Izuku said, you mean that I have a quirk right now? As the sludge villain said, this is my quirk, you asshole. As Izuku said, but can I use it? As Izuku tried to focus, and he actually managed to, shoot a tentacle of sludge, or, a sludge bullet. As Izuku said, I can't do it. I really can't. I have a quirk. As the sludge villain said, what? Are you gonna try to become a hero? As Izuku said, I actually can become. As the sludge villain, stopped him and said, hell no, I'm not gonna let you use my quirk to become a hero. Well, if you want to become a villain, then I'm 100% with you. As Izuku said, what? A villain? I'm not becoming a villain. As the sludge villain said, oh no, you will gonna become a villain, and will gonna make sure of that. And after that, Izuku just, start going back to his home, while the sludge villain is just talking in his head, said, just think about it, kid. The moment that the people will gonna know that you have my quirk, and that the sludge villain inside your head, they will gonna immediately throw you in tar dress. Your future is a villain for now, so why don't you just kill that person in that alleyway on your left? Or maybe choke that woman to death? Or maybe even stop that car in its way and throw that girl inside the car and up in the sky, and then just let her smash into the ground and die. As Izuku just hearing all these horrible ways to killing people in this head, as he just saying, shut up, stop talking. As the sludge villain's just annoying Izuku, and after that, he finally come back into his home, as he hear Inko crying, saying, he just disappeared and he didn't come back to the home. I doesn't know what happened to him. As Izuku said, Mom? As the sludge villain said, is this your mom? She's looking ugly. As Izuku said, shut up. And after that, Inko immediately go to hug Izuku, as she said, oh Izuku baby, we're so worried about you. As Izuku immediately pushed her away from him and said, don't touch me, you bitch. As Inko said, what? As Izuku said, no Mom, I'm sorry, it wasn't me. I'm sorry, I need to go into my room. As Izuku just go into his room, and Inko said, hearing on her phone saying, Madame, are you still with me? As the, Inko said, yeah, mister. My son has come back. Looks like he was just getting late. Sorry for annoying you. As the police said, don't worry, ma'am. It's our duty to serve the citizen. As she closed the phone and start knocking on Izuku's door, as she said, Izuku, are you okay? As Izuku said, yeah, Mom, I just need a couple of moments alone. please, as the sludge villain has said, "You're not alone, I'm with you here." As Izuku said, "Shut up!" As Inko said, "What do you mean by shut up, honey?" As Izuku said, No, no, not you, mom. Please just leave me alone for a couple of minutes. I just want to go to sleep." As Inko said, "Oh, alright. If you wake up in the middle of the night, your food is in the fridge. Alright, honey?" And after that, she just go and, turn the lights off and go into her sleep. As Izuku go into his bed after taking off his school uniform and starts sleeping. While he's sleeping, the sludge villain said, "Oh no, I'm not gonna let you sleep. If you want to sleep, go and kill someone, kid." As Izuku said, "I'm not gonna kill someone." As the sludge villain said, "Well, then how about this?" As Izuku starts feeling a massive pain in his body. As Izuku starts screaming, saying, Stop this! Stop this!" As Inko immediately waking up and go into Izuku's room as she starts knocking on the door rapidly, saying, "Honey, are you okay? Are you okay?" As the sludge villain stopped and he said, "Tell her that you are okay, or I'm gonna kill her." As Izuku starts crying, saying, "I'm okay, mom. Just let me sleep, please." As Inko said, "Izuku, baby, you're really scaring me. Can you?" As Izuku screamed, saying, "Leave me alone." As Inko immediately just stopped and said, "Alright." And after that, Izuku tried to go back to sleep, but the sludge villain just, forcing the sludge out of Izuku's body. The sludge villain is like trying to make the sludge come out of Izuku's ears, from his eyes, from his nose and mouth, and from his fingertips, making him feel pain, and even, from his skin, trying to make Izuku go through a lots of pain. As Izuku, putting like something in his mouth to keeping him from screaming in the middle of the night. As this was happening for all the night. As in the morning, the sludge villain said, "Yeah, kid, you're actually so strong. I need to give you that." As Izuku said, "Please just stop this. Just stop it." And after that, the sludge villain said, "Oh, I'm not gonna stop this until you kill someone. And when that time will gonna come, and then I will gonna just leave you." As he said, "Alright, just go and eat your breakfast. I'm hungry." As Izuku just come out of his room, quite shaking, and he have some blood on his skin. As Inko said, "Oh, good morning, Izuku." As Izuku just covering the blood, say, "Oh, good morning, mom. I'm just gonna go to the I'm just I need to wash my face." As Inko said, all right, honey. I just want to tell you that I always gonna support you with any decision that that you will gonna take. And I really want to know, what were you doing last night?" As Izuku said, "I just got late and got lost in the way. Sorry." And after that, he just go into his, the bathroom and wash his face. As he just look in the mirror, he see, his right eye turn into purple color. As Izuku, getting closer you know, into the mirror, looking at his eye, saying, "What's wrong now?" As the sludge villain said, "Do you like purple as my eye color? I wish that you like it." As Izuku said, "You still here? Can't you shut up and leave me alone?" As the sludge villain said, "I will not gonna shut up until you kill someone, kid. I wish that you are ready for another round in the night, or maybe even in the school." As Izuku starts shaking quite a bit, and he trying to cry, but he can't. As the sludge villain said, I need this, water inside your body to make more sludge. So, forget the ability about crying. You're not gonna cry anymore, you little crybaby." As Izuku just get out of, the, you know, the bathroom and go into his to eat the breakfast with his mom. As Inko said, "Good morning, Izuku. Come on, eat your breakfast." As Izuku tried to eat, when he got hold of the spoon, the sludge villain take control over his hand and said, "I doesn't love this. This is disgusting." As Inko said, I'm sorry. I can make you something else." As Izuku said, "No, no, mom, I didn't mean this. I need to go to my school. As Izuku just go back to his room and change his clothes and get ready to the school. As Inko said, Izuku, you're really scaring me off. As Izuku just pushing her away, saying, don't get close to me, I just need to go. As Inko said, Izuku, just please. As Izuku just closed this door behind him, and Inko start quite crying, saying, what's happening with you, baby? What's happening with my baby? He's acting so weird. And she go into his room as she see, you know, his bed quite filled with blood. As Inko put her hand on her mouth and said, oh, Izuku, what's happening to you? As she, touched the bed, saying, is this blood? Feeling that Izuku blood, still warm, saying, he was bleeding the whole night. Is that why he was screaming? As she, cleaned the bed and tried getting ready to talk with Izuku when he come back from his school. As the sludge villain, Izuku just walk in with his head down, just walking in the way into his school. As the sludge villain said, that's a nice dog there, eat his head, or maybe we can choke that woman to death, or maybe make that guy drink his own car fuel, and making him go torture him to death. What do you say about this? Or we can eat that guy fingers, or maybe force him to eat his own fingers. What do you say about this, Midoriya? As Izuku's just quite crying, saying, please, just shut up. I just want to hear you. Just shut up. Just leave me. Leave me. As the sludge villain said, maybe you should shut up and stop crying before I start doing the same thing to you again. As the sludge villain start forcing some sludge out of Izuku's skin, quite a bit to make Izuku get a little bit pain, but not a lot to, let him fall on his knees and start screaming. As Izuku said, alright, I'm just gonna shut up. As the sludge villain said, yeah, know your place, you brat. And after that, Izuku finally got into his school as he hear a sound from his left saying, oh, would you look at that? The stupid idiot, quirkless nerd, Deku. What's happened with you last night? My mom told me that you didn't come back to the house so soon. Are you were standing on top of a building trying to decide if you were gonna take a swan dive or something? As Izuku just quite sleepy, he just want to sleep. He can't keep his balance, he's just going left to right. As Baku said, what? You seem like you didn't get enough sleep in the night. What happened with you, stupid idiot? As Izuku said, just leave me alone, Bakugo. Today is not your day. Just leave me alone. As Baku said, oh, so you start talking, huh? Come here. As Baku got hold of Izuku and spin him around and give him a punch directly on his face. As Izuku being thrown at the ground, and his nose start to bleed, but not with blood, instead sludge. As Izuku said, please, Bakugo, leave me alone. And after that, Baku said, come on guys, let's beat the shit out of him. As they start kicking Izuku, and the sludge villain said, is that the person that bullying you? Huh, no wonder that you are a stupid idiot nerd. Just look at him, he's a lot better than you. As the sludge villain continues saying, look at him, he's stronger than you and you're just a brat. You will never gonna become anything in your life. Well, unless you decided to become a villain, of course, I will gonna support you with that. As Izuku, Bakugo just throwing insult and kicking him with his goons, while the sludge villain is just insulting Izuku in his mind, and Izuku is just right now on the ground crying, saying, stop, everyone, just please stop! And after that, he blew up with sludge out of his body. As, Bakugo and his goons just being thrown away, and everyone's just watching this as Izuku stand up, and Bakugo said, what the? As Izuku stand on his knees and start laughing, saying, as he right now looking just like the photo, as the sludge villain start covering him saying, "Yes, kid, that's what I want to hear," as Izuku, put his left hand in front of him and said, "Oh, Bakugo, I really hate you now, but thanks to you, I can finally look into the things from another perspective. I can finally, I finally got my quirk." I actually did it. I just jumped from the roof and I actually got a quirk. Thanks to you. As Bakugo just seeing Izuku cover with this weird green goo and this weird teeth around his head, as Bakugo said, "What the hell? What is happening here?" As Izuku said, "Now I can finally show you what my quirk can do." And after that, Izuku immediately throw his left hand forward into Bakugo and create like a big hand of sludge, capturing Bakugo with it, as they, Bakugo said, "What the hell?" as Izuku immediately throw his hand into the left, throwing Bakugo out of the school. As he, start walking out of the school, smiling, chuckling to himself, while, the sludge villain is just covering his head with his teeth. As the sludge villain said, "Yeah, rip his jaw out of his face, Midoriya, eat him." As Izuku said, yes, I'm gonna make sure that you will gonna pay for everything." As after that, Bakugo's getting ready to fight, saying, "What the hell? What's wrong with you?" And everyone starts, recording this on their phones, looking at Izuku's, kinda, scary and kind of crazy. As Izuku said, "Come on, show me what you can do. Show me what you can do, Bakugo." As Izuku jumped at Bakugo with the left hook, and after that, Izuku going with the left hook, throwing a, like a sludge punch on Bakugo. Bakugo dodging this into the right, and immediately throwing an explosion at Izuku's face. And when the smoke clears, Bakugo seeing in front of him that Izuku's face was being protected by the teeth of the sludge villain. As the sludge villain opened his mouth, revealing Izuku's face, looking directly in Bakugo's eyes, smiling. As Bakugo quite scared, and Izuku said, "Thank you, Clay, for this." As Clay said, "No problem, Midoriya." And after that, Izuku opened his mouth, as the sludge starts shooting out of his mouth directly into Bakugo's face. As the sludge starts choking Bakugo to death, as Bakugo said, "Stop. Stop this." As Izuku said, "What's wrong? Does it hurt? Does it hurt a lot?" "I'm sure that is hurt, because the feeling of not able to breathe. The sludge just going directly through your veins, going through from your throat into your chest, and after that into your stomach, and to every cell in your body, into your blood veins and everything. It's really painful, believe me. I gone through it a lot." And after that, Izuku got hold of his Bakugo neck and, stop using the sludge to, make Bakugo choke, as he said, "But I'm not gonna kill you yet. I'm gonna torture you, just like I've been tortured." And after that, Izuku, creating with his right now, he got hold of Bakugo neck, has immediately throw Bakugo into the air and create like a sludge, a sludge tentacle, shoot it at Bakugo leg. And after that, he starts smashing him left, right, left, right, left, right, up, down. Now, where are you gonna go? There, Bakugo, where are you gonna leave? Come on, come back here. Don't run away from us. As Bakugo, start getting a little bit away, and the heroes start coming in, as, one hero that was, coming by the place, he just was, doing his normal search for villains, as which is actually, as, Death Arms, as Death Arms said, "What's happening here?" As, seeing Bakugo on the wall, quite bloodied, and, some sludge on his clothes, as Bakugo said, "That's idiot, he suddenly developed a quirk and he's getting crazy." As, Death Arms looking at Izuku, he see that is actually covered by the sludge villain, as Death Arm said, "That kid has died." As Bakugo said, "What do you mean?" As Death Arm said, "That is the sludge villain. He taking control over this kid body. That kid is dead. He's just a vessel for the sludge villain." As Bakugo is surprised, saying, "You mean Deku is dead?" As Izuku said, "Oh yeah, I'm dead. I died a long time ago because of you. And now I've been reborn into something better. And I'm gonna enjoy this." And after that, Death Arm's going at Izuku. And after that, Izuku, making like a wall of, sludge in front of him. And when Death Arm's going right through it, he doesn't see anything. As he said, "Where did it go? Damn it, he ran away." As he called the hero, saying, "For everyone, the sludge villain has find a host. He have killed a kid that seemingly 16 years old. He have purple eyes and a green hair color. Search for him. He wearing a school uniform right now, and don't hesitate to kill and don't hesitate to hit him because the kid is dead. The sludge villain is controlling his body." As Bakugo just in the behind saying, "No, is Deku's really dead? His body being used for villain?" As right now Izuku just finally got into an alleyway as the sludge just go back into his body, saying, "That was so funny. Is that how you always feel? Is that how the feeling of villains always feel?" As the sludge villain, "Yes, that's exactly how I always feel. Isn't it funny seeing people go through pain?" As Izuku said, "Yeah, you're actually quite right. It's actually quite funny to see them suffering, to see them just shaking under my knees." "Can I do it again? Please, can I do it again?" As the sludge villain said, "Now calm down, Midoriya. First of all, let me teach you a couple of tricks of mine." As Izuku said, "Oh, please teach me, please. I would really enjoy this." And this is when I leave it off, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what do you think about this part and what do you think will gonna happen in the next part. Well, I have nothing more to say then. Severed was here.